Hey guys, I'm back with another one. This is crazy, man. Crazy, crazy work. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to all of my moderators and my supporters who have been stopping by my live streams that have nothing to do with the circus. You guys deserve every thanks and all the gratitude in the world for supporting me. And it has nothing to do with the content that you met me from. So I want to thank everyone who is coming over, keeping me company, and supporting the vision. And I respect that some of you might not know what the vision are, but you're just rocking with me. And I respect and love you for that. So with that being said, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. So there's a lot going on. Alvo managed to create more content around his life. Taking a break, I guess, from Shamar a little. And he's back on the violation allegations with Tommythegossip. And I just want to put a bug in your ear. Please, for the replay gang, whoever's in this chat now, do you guys remember when he was messing with that dude? What's his name? CJ? And CJ was on TikTok chasing him around in the dark because he wanted you guys to hear Alvo saying that CJ had HI because he said this about Shamar. He said it about numerous people that he had dealings with. He has like a habit of, doing the health reads and also confirming people have HI except for himself. And he would not, come to the camera. It was dark out anyways. We couldn't see him. And he didn't want us to listen to what he was saying to CJ because he was saying CJ had it. He just met the fellow, young guy, and he was putting those allegations on that dude. He stays putting allegations, is what my point is, on everyone he is around. He tries to make himself out to be the victim when he's really the victimizer. He's a hypocrite. He's a liar. And I really feel like he's tainting this sector. And I've been down this road before, and sometimes you have to say enough's enough, and it's just time for me to move on. I see it coming. It's heading nowhere fast, and I don't want to be a part of it no more. I definitely still will, update the circus because that's how I met many of you guys that are actively subscribed to my channel or mods. But I'm not going to be pressed. I'm going to focus on other avenues of my channel until that picks up. You might say, well, that lady over there is crazy because that's not picking up at all, that new stuff she's doing. What is she doing? It ain't for you to understand. But yeah, I'm going to focus 50% of my time on the driving new subscribers, try to get another diverse, that's what my goal is, diverse community to add to my organic supporters and mods, to add to those people because they're the organic ones. They're here they're here organically. They're here because they want to be here. They're here because they want to support me. And I'm trying to add a diverse culture. Asian, whites, Hispanics, Mexicans, all walks of life, Indian, Native Americans. I want a diverse crowd and, get away from, this, crowd of the geographic is, the United States. You know, the crowd is mainly female driven. It's probably like 80 to 90% women that watch me and like 10% men. And they're most likely African Americans. I'm trying to get away from half of my peoples. But my organic supporters that are there, I'm never trying to get rid of you guys. You guys are organically here and you ride for me. And I want you to be here. But yeah, we got to switch up the program because, you know, I just can't keep catering to this audience here. It's not, you know, a lot of these kind of audiences are not appreciative and I don't have time for it. It's too draining and it's time for me to move on. So anyways, happy Sunday. I thought it was Monday. I thought it was Monday. Hey, Fried Chicken. Hey, Calvin. Happy Sunday. Hey, Chef Sky. I thought it was Sunday, guys. Hey, Natanya. How you doing, sweetie? Nicole. Ben Smile 38. Hello. D Johnson. I love your content, SL, and I'm gonna be bringing you more subscribers. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Toy. Hey, Toby. Hey, Latina. Hey, Nicole. Fried Chicken in the building. He lies, SL, but him and Tommy was not in a relationship. Tommy caught feelings that's when the fight started. Now with CJ, yeah, he's lying, but him and Tommy friendship was based on the Wyman twins fake. Yeah, I heard Tommythegossip. You know, he admits that he probably caught feelings and he thought more of that situation than Alvo did. But we all know that Alvo is a user. He uses people to his advantage. And that's what he did with Tommy, just like he did with Shamar. You know, like if you guys play the tape back, he would have been further in his career if he would have stayed with Shamar. But that's not where he wanted to be. So he ended up leaving before, you know, his vision came to light. And now he's struggling and he's doing anything, any means necessary. When you have somebody who's willing to use their body to get ahead, you know, and I'm talking about willing participant. I'm not talking about on some getting violated type stuff. When somebody has that mindset that they'll use their assets to get ahead, those kind of people will do anything, any means necessary to get ahead. And that's just the bottom line. Hey, Jessica. So you guys got to look at that like that. So we're not really talking about whether or not Tommythegossip and Alvo were in a relationship. I don't care. And I know you guys don't either, you know, at the end of the day. But we are talking about his intentions, regardless if that was a fake relationship that they were trying to pass off to the community as in a real relationship to get the viewership, to get to a bag. That was mutual. But at the same time, Tommy was willing to help Alvo get to where he needed to get to. You know, and when he was with Shamar, he was an opportunist. And again, a lot of people wouldn't have taken it as far as, hey, Bonetta. A lot of people wouldn't have taken it as far as Alvo took it with Shamar having sexual intercourse with him. But again, Alvo will use his assets to get what he wants. He's just like some of those dudes in the industry where they will do the unthinkable with these executives to get ahead. You're seeing somebody in living color that would do that. Alvo, it will do anything, any means necessary to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm pointing out. I'm pointing that out and that out only. He didn't use Tommy. He was paying to stay there. If they wasn't in a relationship when the camera's cut off, Alvo should stop sweet talking Tommy. That's called leading on. Exactly. Exactly, player. Good morning and happy Sunday. It's a Saturday. To player. And again, I want to thank my mods for supporting me. And whether or not they see the vision or not, they're there. They're there. If they don't see it, if they don't understand the vision, my supporters are still there with the other content I'm doing, even if it doesn't make sense to them, because they support me. Generally support me. That's called organic support. He worked when he stayed in Tommy's house. Tommy knew that man didn't want him. They were seeing other people off the internet. Tommy obviously caught feelings. And, you know, let's call it what it is. We all know that Alvo knew that. So if he knew that Tommy was catching feelings, and if he was working and paying his way, then he should have maybe left. Then he should use that money to live. That's what I was just saying too, player elsewhere. But he chose to stay, knowing Tommy liked him and knowing Tommy thought Alvo liked him back. Exactly. So we can sit there and pretend like, you know, well, Alvo didn't know. Alvo knew Shamar liked him, and Alvo knew Tommy liked him. And Alvo took advantage of the opportunity. And that's just what I believe. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. He was paying Tommy, but Eddie was also sending mixed vibes. Yep. Tommy might have thought something could come from this. And a lot of people, they move men in. I'm speaking because I'm a woman. And they think that, oh, okay, well, you know, it's not no love at first sight. And, you know, but we're doing okay over here. Maybe something can come out of it. Sometimes people start to grow on you, and then you fall in love with them. I followed them. They made a plan to build their platform. So they did the fake relationship. Alvo. We know what they were doing. Hey, Linda, how you doing? You know, we know what they was doing. We know what they was doing. But we also know there's a pattern of behavior with Alvo. Alvo likes to act like he's the victim. He's the one that's being used and abused. But he tries to use people too, because he was trying to do that with that dude, CJ. Trying to use that dude for content. He wanted that dude to fake a relationship and everything. So come on, let's not make it seem like everything's all Tommy, you know? And let's not act like Alvo a victim right now. He's glad that Tommy's giving him the time of the day by going back and forth with him, or, you know, with this content. Because let me tell you why it's bringing views and attention to Alvo. I'll put some money on it. Alvo didn't know it was going to blow up like this. Him and Tommy going back and forth. He figures he got to put Shamar's name in the title in order to get traction. Now he's getting attention off of talking about this stuff with Tommy. Trust me. Just like when he used to do stuff with Shamar and it would fall through the cracks, he'd make it seem like it was a storyline and he played us. Please. He didn't play us. We were 10 steps ahead of him. Yeah, it just doesn't make no sense. And then I was just trying to show you guys when I let y'all look at that older video he had put out. He been doing this for years. This ain't no new situation. He been doing this for years. And then he, you know, in 2023, He had his own mother and his stepfather on his tongue. So everybody can get it. You know, it don't have nothing to do with, oh, it's Tommy or S.L. Davis or whoever that, you know, he attacks and makes up lies on or makes himself look like a victim. It could be anybody. Anybody can catch it with Alvo. Alvo is a flip-flopper, period, point blank. He's a manipulator and a liar. You know, a lot of people been putting a bug in my ear that he is, it sounds like he's thinking about not going to court. If Alvo don't go to court, Alvo's only hurting Alvo. He's not hurting you and he's not hurting me. He's hurting himself. He's making the situation worse. If he didn't go to court the time we seen him walking on the highway when people are accusing him of being at what, Motel 9 or Motel 6, and he got cash apps on his way into Atlanta to go to court, and he never showed up to court, then what makes you think, especially if he's getting paid lovely on YouTube because he's not up there cussing and carrying on, and his videos are monetized, YouTube is cooperating with him because he's cooperating with YouTube. What makes you think that he wants to turn himself in now? It says, when the cameras turn off, Alvo should cut the act. He didn't. That's called leading on. Exactly. He should have cut the act. So he gets what he deserves. He kept playing into all of this mess, and that's why we're here today with it. Big shout out to all the beautiful mods. Thank you, Jessica Griffin. Alvo should have left when he saw Tommy start having feelings for him. Now, in my other live I did earlier this morning, somebody was talking about, Coco was talking about, Alvo got into a big argument with this gay guy named Lynn. I'm wondering, put a Y in the chat if you guys know who this guy is and maybe can explain where this argument started from. He has a lot of people coming after him. You know, I kind of sort of know probably what the argument's over. People know he's full of shit. Yup, it says, and Alvo used that to stay until he got with Josh. He thought Josh had owned homes, but he was gonna use Josh, but Josh used him. Exactly. And that's exactly what happened, Ben. He got used. Right. Because Josh was his payback. Right. He got used and abused. Don't forget that now. He got used and abused. Alvo tried to use Josh, but Josh was using him. Right. Also posted a video, and in the video, Alvo said he knew from the start Tommy liked him. Right. Yep. Alvo's a straight mess, is right. Lets people he actually likes use him. Yep. Yep. Eddie will use anyone if he can. He used his own mother. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that video right now. I don't care if people saw it or not. We're gonna play it now. We're gonna do a live recap on the video now. Hold on 1 second so I can pull it up. So what if you saw it? We're gonna go over it again. Want you to listen to him. Oh, my eyes so dry. All right, so let me. So bad that I had to speak on it, and I definitely will be going live today to speak on it, because this is becoming a pattern of behavior. I think that in the month of July, Alvo got his big break. He stopped cussing. He at least tried to. All of his videos were monetized, and he got a beautiful check that he'll be seeing this month on the 21st. And I think now he is doing like people do when they're not used to seeing real money, and that is bringing up stuff that is either old, not true, or trying to use the victim card on things that might be true in order to get views, which will equal money. And it's really, diabolical. Like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. The like is free. Hit the like button, please. Thank you. Happy Sunday. So I want you to listen to what he had to say, because in the year of 2023, April of 2023, which was 2 years ago, he was doing this sort of behavior before. And I want you guys to listen to what he has to say. This is a commentary video. We will be doing commentary to it. But I want you to listen. And if you already saw it, kudos to you. You may have missed something. But I just want to show you that this is definitely a pattern of behavior with Alvo, and it's going to continue to be a pattern of behavior as long as people keep fueling him.
So the reason why I'm speaking on it right now, because I'm just going to speak on it and then leave it alone.
The reason why I feel like he's not going to go before we stop is because he's not taking it serious. He's looking at it like, oh, all I have is a misdemeanor warrant, not a felony warrant. He's not understanding he's going to turn these misdemeanors or misdemeanor into a felony because of how he's treating, not taking care of his legal situation. But he'll get it when it's too late.
I speak on this here, and I tell y'all this, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm finna jump off of social media and I'm gonna be done.
Please.
Like, I'm gonna be gone, like, get back.
We heard this before. And he goes nowhere. He just reinvents the wheel and still is saying to the people, he's a victim.
Back to YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna get back on YouTube, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking a break. Like, after I tell my story real quick, I'm hopping off the internet and I'm just gonna be done with the internet for right now. After this, I'm gonna be done. Anyways, all right. So all right. So the reason why my family like that is because, like, I honestly feel like my family with me. I honestly feel like my family really don't care about me, or they don't like that. And it's just like my mama, she got 6 kids. My mama got 6 kids, but I feel like my mama ain't never really cared about me. And I got my own dad. Like, all my brothers and sisters, well, never mind, they all ain't got the same dad, but majority of my sisters and brothers, they all got the same dad. So it's just like, me having my own daddy is like my parents doing, they treated me different. Like, everybody always treated me different. And then not only that, my stepfather, he had got upset because I wasn't his child. So he had tried to kill me when I was a baby. Like, when I was a baby, he had tried to drown me. And that. And then my mama, she never said nothing about it. My mama, she had tried to cover it up. When my own stepdaddy tried to drown me, my mama, she tried to cover it up. She really ain't never said nothing about it. Okay, but then it's like me, I still tried to rock with him. When my own stepdaddy tried to drown me, my mama, she tried to cover it up.
I hope you're listening now. This is what he's saying about his own mother 2 years ago.
Really ain't never said nothing about it. Okay, but then it's like, me, I still tried to rock with him and get him a chance. So then it's like, boom. We end up moving to Georgia. And then it's like, when we moved to Georgia, he had his cousin named Twin. He had his cousin named Twin, and he's a twin. And his cousin, he used to get me to suck his and then he used to touch on me and shit. I wasn't nothing but, like, at the time I was 4 years old. I wasn't nothing but 4 years old, and he used to touch on me like that. He used to try to get me to, like, suck his stuff like that. And then one time I was gonna go tell on him and he hit me in the eye with a book. So then it got to the point where, like, that's just how it was. And then he was to touch on other.
Now, at that time, 2 years ago, he said he did not tell his mother none of this stuff because he thought that his mother would think he was lying or starting trouble, being the drama queen. But why are you up here telling the world Think about it, guys. Use critical thinking skills.
He used to touch on other little kids too, because I had this god sister, and I'm not gonna say her name, but I had this god sister, and he used to touch on her too. So he used to touch on me, and he used to touch on her. So then, like, as I started growing up, it's just like I ain't never tell my mama them because my mama was gonna always be like, "Oh, I'm a liar, I'm messy," and she's so I was a drama queen. So then
I wonder why his mother would think that he was a liar and a drama queen. Things that make you go,
one of my uncles, he started touching on me, and that's when he had started touching on me. And he used to sit me inside his lap and bounce me up and down in his lap and I guess he was trying to fuck. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he used to bounce me up and down in his lap. Like he used to sit down, he used to sit on the bed and he'd put me on his lap, and he used to bounce up and down, 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 up and down. So he used to do like shit to me, and then he used to jack his and ask me to suck it. So then it's just like after that, I just start being gay. So I started being gay and stuff like that, and then that's when I started like doing gay. You know, I started doing gay shit like with little kids in the neighborhood, and I just started being super gay and shit. So then we had went to then just like going to jail or prison or whatever it was. He ended up going to prison, and then that's when my mama, she lost all her kids and shit like that. So then when my mom had lost all her kids and stuff like that, I had started living with
his stepfather went to jail, and that's when the mother lost all her kids. That part right there is questionable. Was he doing something to the kids, the stepfather, or what?
my godparents. So then, long story short, my mama came back and so my mom took me to Miami, Florida, and we had moved to Miami. Then we moved to Miami. That's when it started getting crazier because, hold on, y'all, my phone finna go dead. I'm trying to put on the charger. But then that's when we had moved to Miami, Florida, and then we moved to Miami, Florida. That's when, like, I started doing, like, real gay shit. So then it was this man. He used to live by us and stuff like that. And he used to sell frozen cups. He used to sell frozen cups, pickle eggs, and hot sausage and shit like that. So then I thought he was fine. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought he was fine. And he always used to stare at me. So then when I turned 13 years old, he invited me to smoke with him. So I had went to smoke with him. And then that's when he had got me to suck his car. So then that's when I sucked his dick.
That's probably why he still likes pickle eggs, boiled eggs, and sausages.
And that's when he was trying to, but it wouldn't work because I never like did that part yet. So it didn't work out for me. So when it didn't work out, he just got me suck his. He gave me $20 like that. So then boom. So I didn't tell my mama about it like that. I just kept on like doing like little gay shit.
So he was doing sweet bone for pay for a while. He said 13. Ooh, child.
I used to do it like secretly and that. So then it just like that. So then just like I grew up, I had moved back to Georgia. Then when I moved to Georgia, I started I call myself trying to be like check gang and like that. And I started trying to like gang bang, and I tried to be a hood so people wouldn't know that I was gay. And then the whole time like I was being a hood dude, I was gay. But my mom, my mama ain't never come ask me what I was doing. She never cared about what I was doing or what I had going on. So then when I turned 16 years old, I had got me an apartment. I got an apartment at 16. I had got an apartment in my brother's name. So yeah, I had ended up getting me an apartment like that. And then it was just like that for me until I came out. So then my stepdad, my mama boyfriend, he be doing meth and like that. Like he be getting high off of meth. And when he had, like, the reason why I didn't want to live with my mama or live with my grandma them is because when I had first moved to Atlanta, I had spent a night with them. And when I spent a night with them, he was high as milk. And when he was high on milk, he kept on walking past me. And I'm like, why do you keep walking past me? But I'm thinking, like, this my stepdaddy. I'm like, this is my stepdaddy. This on me my whole life, even though he tried to kill me when I was a baby, you feel me? This me my whole life, so he wouldn't try no.
2 years later, still on the internet and still doing the same thing, player. Just a different year.
But he just kept walking past me. So he finally went upstairs. So when he went upstairs, I looked up. And then when I looked up the stairs, he put his out. So then he put his, I was disgusted. Because I'm like, what the like, now my mama husband just put his. So it's just like, after that, I left. And I just didn't go back because I didn't know how to tell my mama. Like, you know, he did that to me. So it's just like, now my mama, she just making it seem like, oh, I be trying to bash her. But I never spoke on none I ever been through. I never spoke on it. I never got on social media about it. I just went on by my life, went on by my business.
Now, remind you what he's telling you about the stepdad. His mother's still with that stepdad. He just told the story 2 years ago. And the mother's still with the stepdad. And that's why, because it came out 2 years ago, why his mother doesn't like him. Because he creates a lot of tension and drama for her by bringing these things up that she's probably even questioning if they're even true or not from Alvo. Livo.
Business, you know, did what I had to do. So now it's like, now my mama trying to make it seem like she always been there for me. She's trying to be the real best mama, but she not trying to be a real best mama because when I've been out here sleeping in cars and that, and I ain't had nowhere to go, and I was sleeping from hotel to Airbnb to sleeping in cars and that, she ain't never got down. No, she ain't never did nothing for me. Like, she ain't never tried to get me up out my situation or none of that. So she got mad. My mama had got mad at me because I had posted on Facebook and I basically just like started venting to Facebook and I just told everybody like what I've been going through, how I've been having like how I've been sleeping in cars, sleeping in hotels and Airbnbs. And then she felt like I was trying to like just.
His mama got mad because he told the social media the business, the family business, and never told her. She had to find out logging on to social media. Wow.
Score her character, talk about like
you was.
So now we got a real bad relationship. I don't like her. She don't like me. And it's just that. So now that's where we stand.
This was only 2 years ago, guys. Just keep that in mind.
Nowhere now. I just don't. So everybody wonder why I am the way I am. That's why I am how I am. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I act the way I act. And that's why I talk the way I talk because I never had no family support. Like, I never had people really support me. What happened on y'all Florida trip? On our Florida trip, she used me. On my Florida trip, she really just used me. Like, she didn't spend time with me. My mama did not want to spend time with me on the Florida trip. My mama only invited me to the trip because my mama needed $300. I had just played raffles on Instagram, and I made on like $700 or $800 on Instagram for doing raffles. So my mama had wanted me to use my money to pay for the trip. So I paid for the trip because, well, I put my money in for the trip. Only reason I put money in for the trip because I thought me and my mama was going to spend time together, but it didn't go like that. And then it went to my stepdad. He tried to fight Josh and like that, and it just was too much. And then my mama tried to fight me, and then it was just too much.
And when he goes to his mother to clear stuff up, she just does that just to keep the peace because she knows that it can trickle back on her, you know, like he's doing right now, exposing her. He can get onto a social media platform of his choice and then just, you know, drag her for filth, even though it would probably be old information he would have on her. He would just, you know, rehash it again. So to keep peace, love Alvo from a distance, you know, they'll take up for him and, you know, clear things up and defend him. But as soon as they get off the phone, they're just saying, this boy stays in so much mess. It's a shame.
Alvo, are you cool with any of your siblings? I mean, I only talk to one of them. Well, I'm cool with two of them, but we're really cool with three of them, but we don't talk. Me and my siblings, we don't talk. We don't talk at all. When you blow and make it up out, that is you for real. You ever tried therapy? No.
Me too.
No, my mama not. I don't know. My mama not on drugs, but her husband on drugs. He on meth. No, I didn't get to see my other family.
So he pretty much just saying without saying his mother paid him, played him out of his money for the trip, had him pay for the trip and treat. Always playing like he's the victim. Always. And I brought this up because, you know, family fight and they make up, obviously made up with his mother. There's nothing abnormal about that. That's a good thing. But trust and believe, They have a rocky relationship because she knows at any given time, Alvo is good for using a platform to expose and embarrass family or friends, associates, strangers, whoever he's beefing with. He will put you and throw you under the bus in a minute. And it doesn't matter who you are, because we all heard him 2 years ago due to his mother. So over the last 2 years, the last 24 months, within that time, they're building or have built their relationship where they're cordial. You know, they're getting along for now, but Alvo makes this situation the way it is for him with everyone, not even just with his mother or stepfather, but with everybody, because loose lips sink ships. Good morning, Green Journey. It says, I was thinking that because he says everyone comes on to him and makes him do things. I know he's always, and that's another thing. That's funny you brought that up, Bonetta. You know, that's why I say I don't, you don't know how much of what he's saying is a lie, because Alvo thinks everybody is so turned on and attracted to him. You know, that could be his insecurities and thinking that everybody thinks that he's, a hot sensation and they want to be sexual with him and all this in the above. That could be just in that boy's mind. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button. Good morning, Green Journey. He's a mess in play with y'all. He's a mess in play with y'all. He ain't playing with me. I'm about to leave this sector with this mess. Y'all will see. We're about to expand this and leave. I'm not gonna leave it alone completely. I will, update. But we're about to change the direction of the content. Hey, Moreto, how are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, because this is getting too toxic for no reason. It's like, it's toxic when you know that it's already toxic to begin with, but it's almost like people like Alvo are trying to amp the toxicity up more. That's when you know it's a problem. So, we got to do something about it. It says, let me tell you, everyone use him to touch him. Yeah, let him tell it. We don't know how true it is. I forgot about that. He did say nothing happened to him, but I'm wondering if he said that because his mother found it. Yeah, exactly. So he's trying to clean it up. You know what I'm saying, Bonita? And even though this was an older video, that the purpose of the video was not to show content that was old, because like I had nothing else I could talk about. We have plenty to talk about if you're really trying to get into it, which I'm not. I just want to bring up the point that this is a new year, 2 years later, and Alvo's conversation is still the same. He's still talking about the same stuff and he's still doing the same mess. This is just Alvo. So, it says he sure does like everyone wants. He thinks everyone wants him. He thinks he's like some God's gift. Hey, Tiffany. He thinks he's God's gift. Exactly. He even lies to his mother like he told her SL was talking about him. Yeah. Puts his mother in it. Lady don't even know me from a can of paint. I can't make this stuff up. All I can do is laugh because it is funny to me. Because the boy is crazy. I'm sorry. The boy is crazy. He crazy than a bed bug, honey. But he can't fool me. Let's make sure we hit the like button. Support the channel by hitting the like button on these videos, please. Thank you. Happy Sunday to everyone. I don't know. It says this boy has one hell of a imagination, right, Chef Sky? Oh my God. I don't know. But let me tell you something. People like Alvo, they better stay financially, in tune. Like when I say in tune, financially able to pay their rent, their rent-a-center furniture and everything. Because let me tell you something. You burn bridges like he been burning, and then people get tired of you. You're going to mess around and be back sleeping in cars, honey. Because you're doing everything under the sun to use everybody you can as an expose for content. There's no honor among thieves is how I look at it. So it's just, I don't know. So he said he talks to one of his siblings, then says actually he's cool with 2, then he actually cool with 3. I know, you see, Eddie Love. Oh my God. That is so funny you said that. I was like, when that part came up, I was like, did this ninja just jump from 1, 2 to 3? I said, and that's how you know he was lying, Eddie Love. Then he actually cool with 3 and close by saying, but I don't talk to any of them. Eddie Love, I love you, man. That was so funny. I was like, huh? Yeah, he's all over the place. He will do anything for a storyline. Yep. And he'll do a storyline. You can tell he never even planned it out. He just thought of it and just went live and did the storyline. Didn't plan it or nothing. He just can't keep a lie straight. He sure can't, Eddie Love. He makes up lies. He makes up lies as he goes. It's sad. Child. But listen, guys, I'm getting off. I just want to, tune in and just kick it with y'all. And I definitely was gonna play the video I had put out on Premiere because I know you guys are more inclined to watch the whole entire video if you're live and you hear it. There was a reason, method for my madness, or why I played something for 2 years ago. That was just to display. Ain't nothing changed about that boy. So on the way out, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, making sure that notification bell is on, optional. I love y'all. I'll be back on here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.